ain't gonna even lie to y'all. This one right here a little wild. So this killer wife thought she was going home, and her plans changed. I don't know what happened or what she did, but we finna figure this one out. Hit that like and subscribe button.
When a bar owner is shot and killed outside of his own bar, the police are left confused as to who would want to kill 40-year-old Lee Martin. It wasn't a robbery gone wrong, because Lee's wallet, which was filled with cash, was still lying next to his body. There wasn't any shell casings around the body, which led police to believe that a revolver was used. With little else to go on, detectives interview Lee's wife, 29-year-old Jacqueline Martin, to see if she knew if he had any enemies.
In order for me to try to figure out who may have done this,
How old is Lee? How
I
old
kind
is
of need
she?
to know a little bit about your life and your husband's life and what you guys like to do and who you hung around with and things like that, okay?
We're supposed to take our daughter to the movies tonight.
Today?
You're going to take me to see Shrek. Daddy was taking us on a date.
Okay. Within the last few weeks, has Robert had any problems with anybody?
He always has problems with people.
Okay, anybody specific that would have wanted to come back and kill him?
People say that all the time.
Who says that all the time?
Kids who don't have ID because they're not old enough, or somebody who's plastered and wants to try to buy beer at 2:30 in the morning. And people who get cut off.
Within the last week or so, is there anybody that he had a fight with or anything like that that would have wanted to come back and do this?
He got in a fight 2 weeks ago. Some guy in the bar went after the barmaid.
Some guy, do you know who it was? White guy, black guy?
White.
White guy?
But,
you don't know?
I don't think he was a regular or anything.
Okay. How about last night? Can you tell me where you were?
I was in bed.
Lee owned a small bar next to his home that he shared with Jacqueline and their daughter. Jacqueline claims that every night he would set his alarm for 1:20 a.m. so he could go close the bar. On the night he was murdered, he had just closed up for the night, and he was walking back home to get back into bed with Jacqueline.
I saw the light flashing on my neighbor's house out my bathroom window. And so I called him. And I tried calling him.
Did you go downstairs after you got dressed? Okay. That's when you saw him. So other than what we talked about earlier, he hasn't had, other than the regular bar problems, he hasn't had any other problems with anybody else? No fist fights recently, anything like that? Did he owe anybody any money?
Well, we have a mortgage.
Well, when I talk about owing people money, did he borrow money from friends or anything like that? Did he use drugs? No drugs?
No, he's diabetic. He has high blood pressure.
Okay. How about you? Do you use any kind of drugs? You don't do crack, cocaine, anything like that? Is there any reason why people would tell us that you have a drug problem?
I did.
How about recently? Did you maybe had a relapse? I need to know.
No, I haven't even drank 2 weeks.
Okay, when's the last time you used drugs? Be honest with me. A day? 2 days?
Oh, God.
Did you do coke?
I did.
Okay, how'd you do it? Snort it? Inject it?
I did.
Smoked it? Up your nose? Did he tell you that someone had taken his bank card? Do you know who took it?
We were trying to figure that out for the last couple days.
Where was that card stolen from, do you know?
He thinks he dropped it at a Home Depot.
Home Depot? What was the PIN number on his card?
There's a 0, 1, 2, and a 4.
Lee's debit card went missing about a week prior to his death. After he died, police checked his bank records, and they found that $1,000 had been taken out using an ATM shortly after the card went missing. Police checked the camera on the ATM, and it revealed that a white male had used the debit card and the PIN number to withdraw the money. The man's face was covered with a hat, so the police had no idea who he was.
Okay, you didn't take the card? You didn't give the card to anybody?
No. And we've been going to Home Depot a lot because we're doing a lot of building. Then we use a card.
So other than customers coming into the bar and the guy that he had a fight with, he wasn't having problems with anybody else? Somebody stole his bank card, you have no idea who it was.
Is this my fault?
No.
This is my
Did you do anything to make it your fault?
It's my fault for not staying.
Not staying? Not staying where? What happened?
This is God punishing me.
God's punishing you? Is this your fault?
I think that God is punishing me.
Why?
He don't trust her at all.
God.
Jacqueline explains that she and Lee had separated last fall, and during that time, she moved in with a drug dealer and was using cocaine. She believes that God is punishing her for leaving her husband.
Maybe somebody just came out there to beat him up. Is that possible? Did you know anything about that? No?
I don't think anybody could. He's a really big guy.
Okay.
What am I supposed to tell my daughter?
Unfortunately, you just tell her the truth.
He promised me that he would take her to the movie.
I'm sorry for your loss.
He's never broken a promise to her before.
Jacqueline was allowed to go home, but this was not the last time she would be interrogated by police.
Tell me why! Get up! I want to know why. You're talking to your brother while he's waiting outside to kill your husband.
What was he asking?
Oh,
Don't sit here and lie to me.
The investigation into her husband's murder continued. The police would receive
Hey,
a surprise visit from a man claiming he believed he knew who might have killed Lee. The man explains that his roommate, 26-year-old Robert Gardner,
and he looked like the dude. I don't know. He fit the stature from the ATM, but yo, the brother. Okay, this just got juicy, didn't it?
had two friends over the night Lee was killed. Their names were Brandon Rock
Jail.
and Storm Davis. The roommate explains that the three men were dressed all in black, with paint on their faces and hoodies over their heads. At one point, Robert pulls out a gun and he shows it to everyone. The three men then left at 1 a.m., and only Robert returned at 3 a.m. When the detectives ask him why he thinks the three men were involved in Lee's death, he says it's because Robert hated Lee. It turns out that Robert Garner was Jacqueline's brother. With this new information, the police arrest both Brandon and Storm and bring them in for questioning. They begin with Storm.
Do you know why you're here?
No, sir.
All right. I want to explain to you why you're here. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
We'll sit here and talk. Can you tell me what you did last Friday night, where you were?
Nothing. I hung out with my friends.
Can you tell me who you hung out with?
The other guy you have, and Tyler and Bubba.
Okay, his name is Brandon, right?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you guys do?
Nothing really, just drove around.
Where did you guys hang out at? Were you at somebody's house?
But I honestly don't remember, but I believe we were just driving around.
Okay. What'd you do on Saturday after you got off? Do you remember?
We went to Benji's driving and saw Iron Man 2.
Okay. Not Saturday night?
I believe that yep, it was Saturday night.
Okay. How was Iron Man 2?
It was actually really cool. I mean, I guess it could have been a lot better, but it's better than I expected it to be. And pretty sure they're going to make an Avengers movie. That's the way it ended.
Storm claims on the night
Only
Lee
if
was
you knew about
murdered,
that.
he drove around with Brandon and Robert, then went home at 1 a.m. He slept until 12 p.m. the next day, went to work at Taco Bell from 1 to 9, and then went to the movies. The detectives asked Storm what they did while he was driving around, and he explains that Robert told him he had to meet someone.
He had told us he was going to meet somebody.
Okay, and who was that?
He didn't tell us. He just said he wanted us to drop us off, and it was...
And then what happened?
He got out, and we heard gunshots, and he ran and jumped back in the car and told us to leave.
Okay.
And who was with you?
Huh?
Who was with you?
Me, Brandon, and Rob.
Okay.
Did he jump back in the car?
He did jump back in the car.
Did he have a gun?
He had a gun.
That would have occurred.
That's a gun.
That's a
I
gun
do
gun?
believe that is a gun. I was wondering why I couldn't remember what I did on Friday. Now I know, because...
Wasn't a good day, was it?
Guess not.
It wasn't. Something you'd like to forget,
Do
right?
me a favor, put the date here. Let's back up to Friday night and go back. Did you go to the movies?
Boy,
Mhm.
crack like an
Did you go
egg.
to
It's
the movies
over.
with?
Brandon
us
and
all.
Bubba. Everything I told you was true, I just had my days mixed up.
Okay. And when you guys parked, what did he do?
He got out, and I guess he said there was like a break in the fence or something, and he went through that.
Okay. Did anybody else get out of the car?
I did.
You walked with him?
I did.
Okay, and it's like a footbridge?
I don't know what it was.
Like concrete?
I wasn't really...
Across the stream?
I don't remember a stream there, but
Okay. Where'd you guys go from there?
he went and he was sitting down. He said he was going to talk to his sister or some shit. He said this guy was beating his sister and he was just going to beat him up.
Okay.
And he wanted me to help him.
Okay.
And like I said, I didn't know that he had a gun at all until, I guess you guys already know what happened.
Yeah, tell me what happened.
We were just sitting there, and I was pretty much the whole time, I was like, what are we doing, dude? How do you even know he's beating up your sister and stuff like that? Because I don't really like his sister, I never have.
Right.
I've only met her 3 times, but from what I hear, she was not a really good person, I guess. I don't want to talk shit about her.
I understand. Now's the time to talk shit about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But pretty much he was just saying that, and I was trying to tell him, like, I don't want to do this. And then when he hopped out, when the guy came out, he was walking out, and I guess he saw us out of the corner of his eye, and he looked back, and Rob jumped up and said, "Give me money." And the guy was really scared, and he said, I don't have any money. And that's when Rob pulled the gun out, and he said, "Give me all your money." And the guy pulled his wallet out and then handed him the money, and bang, bang, that's pretty much just what happened. I didn't really see anything after that, because as soon as I saw it and heard the first shot, I just started running.
So, first off, he took some random dude with, well, I ain't gonna say, he took his friend with him to fight somebody, but he had a gun on him and he was gonna shoot him the whole time. He robbed the man, got the money, he got the money and still shot him. Man, give him life without parole.
Okay.
The penalty or something. I don't know.
I did. I
He need to go to jail too.
But you're running at that point?
I was running.
Okay.
I was scared to death.
Was he on the phone with his sister?
He called her one time.
Did she know what was going on?
Beyond me.
I guess I don't really want to say anything because I wasn't privy to what they were saying.
Sure.
He kept walking away and coming back.
Was he gonna pay you guys to help him?
That's what he had said. He said we would get like $300 each that night, and then I didn't see any money and I didn't ask for any money.
At that point, you were pretty scared?
Yeah, I'm still scared.
Do you believe that his sister knew what was happening?
And I guess in my heart of hearts, I would hope she didn't, but I think she did.
And tell me why you think she did.
Because like I said, I could hear him talking on the phone, and I kept hearing him say, "I love you."
You got any conversations with him after this has happened, after this whole thing was on the TV? Did you guys talk to each other about what are we going to say?
No, so I
Keep your mouth shut.
He pretty much told me to keep my mouth shut.
This was a tragedy.
I know.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't expect that to happen at all.
I
I don't know
understand
if you
that.
believe me, but...
Well, I guess the other way to look at that is that this is 3 days later.
Mm-hmm.
It's been on a television set. A lot of people are hurt. I mean, they really like this guy.
I saw that. I didn't know.
And you never picked up the phone and said...
I didn't know what would happen. That's pretty much all I can say is I was scared and I didn't know what would happen.
Storm was arrested and charged with murder. Meanwhile, Brandon is in the other room, waiting for his turn to be interviewed.
I'm kind of going to get right to the point with you. We just sat up at the end of the hall and talked to Storm about what happened last Friday night. That's why you're here. As far as Rob, his sister, her husband, and all that, okay? I'm not going to jerk you around. I'd be grateful if you'd just be honest about it. And let's just get this over with. It's been a long week for a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, be truthful. He was, and he told us about your car and the whole other thing. He's not a rat.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, I know just about everything, and that's
You would say he ain't a rat. He said what he's supposed to though, but I wouldn't say that.
why you're here tonight. Fair enough?
It's okay to be one sometimes.
We were at
y'all.
Benji's driving.
Okay.
He ain't
Got
had
called
nothing to do
Rob.
with it.
He said, if I call you, can you come get me within like 15 minutes or whatever? I said, sure, whatever, yeah, I guess. So he calls me a little bit before the movie's over, and I told him, yeah, I'll be there. I finished watching the movie or whatever, stay till after the credits, and then leave. And
The Storm's with you at this point?
Storm's with
right?
me.
Okay.
Pull up at Rob's house. He's all excited, and he's all dressed in black, and he's got this shit over his face, all the black stuff. He told Storm, well, first he didn't hop in the car. At first he told Storm to put on this black shit too.
Did you tell him why?
No, I didn't hear him tell him why.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, what the fuck are we doing? He's like, don't worry about it or something like that. Just drive down, or drive where I tell you, whatever. I'm gonna drive where I want. Like, no, yeah, you're gonna drive where I say. Like, whatever, yeah. So I drive down towards the bar or whatever. We pull down this one street. It's a dead end. It's really little.
Okay.
And there's trees there. And he said there's like a little entrance or something in there. And you can get to the other side of the street.
Okay.
And we both hopped out, and they got out, and I waited there for like maybe 20 minutes. And all of a sudden I heard like 8 gunshots. And Storm heard footsteps coming through the thing, and it was Storm. He's like, yo, he just shot this in the face, yo, let's get out of here. He's like, he just shot him, yo, he killed him. He took his money and he killed him. Like, yo, are you serious? He's like, yeah. And Rob comes in the car, he's laughing and shit. Like, yo, what the is wrong with you? I start driving, got back to the house. That's it. Yeah. He showed me the clip and the bullets inside of it. Rob said something. He had mentioned this dude before.
Yeah.
And the bullets inside.
And he said something about,
Is that a revolver? He said he just saying a clip and a bullet. Okay. That looked like a revolver on paper, or am I tripping?
he beats my sister or something like
clip.
that. So I thought he was gonna go over there and either try to rob him or beat him up or something.
Okay. Or he said Rob would give each of you guys like $200 to $300 each for helping him out.
For driving him down there or whatever.
How come you didn't call us?
How come I didn't? Because I was scared. And I thought I might go to jail for being like an accomplice or something like that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's why Storm didn't call too. Am I going to jail tonight?
Yes.
Am I going to have a bail?
No. Probably no bail. You're going to be charged with murder tonight.
He ain't giving nobody a ride.
Brandon was also charged with murder. Before he was brought to jail, Brandon was allowed to call his mother and tell her what had happened.
What's wrong?
I'm in jail.
Where?
Right now I'm the place that used to be the Blue Cross and Blue Shield, but after I get done talking to you, they're taking me down to North Point.
What happened?
Yeah.
Do what?
What happened to Daddy's friend this weekend?
Yeah.
They're charging me with that.
For what?
Because Rob did it.
Do what?
Because Rob did it, I guess. I don't know.
Rob did it?
Yeah.
Where were you, Brian?
In the car. I didn't know he was gonna do it.
So you were in the car?
Uh-huh. I didn't even know it was Daddy's friend or who it was. He just kept saying that this dude beats his sister or whatever because he was going out with his sister. I don't know. Alright, I love you.
I love you too.
The police believe that Jacqueline was involved in her husband's death, but before they speak with her, they need to find and arrest Robert. Once they have him in custody, Robert claims that his only goal was to scare Lee, so Lee would stop abusing his sister. In Robert's version of events, it was Storm who pulled out the gun and shot Lee, and Robert had no clue Storm was about to do that. Robert would not implicate his sister, and he was arrested and charged with murder. The police had 3 men in custody, but they still believe that Jacqueline was the mastermind behind the murder. Friends of Lee told police that after Lee married Jacqueline, she refused to work, and she would use Lee as her own personal ATM. She would get drunk at the bar, get into fights with patrons, and cause a scene. Lee decided he had enough, and he told her she wasn't allowed at the bar anymore. Lee told his friends he wanted to divorce his wife and kick her out of his home. Not only was Jacqueline worried she was about to lose her easy life, she also knew that Lee had a $300,000 life insurance policy, and she was the only beneficiary. Jacqueline decided to lie to her brother and tell him she was being abused. She then gave him Lee's debit card so Robert could take out some cash and buy a gun. With this new information, Jacqueline was arrested at her husband's funeral and brought in for interrogation.
How old are you?
Arrested at the funeral?
29.
All right, we're here today because your brother shot and killed Lee. And you know that. It's no big secret. Your brother's being arrested.
He wouldn't do that.
He did do it.
Man, she making me mad. I ain't gonna even, man, my bad, y'all. I've been watching her too long.
He wouldn't do that.
He did do it. Your brother, Robert, killed
my
Lee.
little brother.
Yes. Your little brother. And you know all about it. He killed Lee because of the things you said about Lee. Because you tried to convince everybody that every time you got thrown out, every time you got drunk, every time you were high on cocaine, that somehow it was Lee's fault. Every time you stole money from Lee, every time you would shack up with somebody else instead of being home with your husband. Well, he did do it. I'm telling you, he did do it. Okay? Don't act so stunned. You know all about it because you were on the phone with him prior to your husband getting shot and killed. Do you know he shot your husband right here in the head? Do you know that?
They told me he got shot in the...
Yeah, he got shot right here. He got shot here. And he got shot here. Your brother did that. Your brother did that. Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
You even called your husband. You called him to see when he was coming out.
You set this whole thing up.
No.
Yes, you did. Because you thought you were going to get everything.
I wanted to know if he wanted the air conditioner on.
No, you didn't. You're on the phone with your brother. Your brother's standing right next to your house. He's standing right next to the bar because you knew and he knew that the cameras on that side did not work, that it only filmed the front of the bar, that it wouldn't capture anything as Lee walked over in the yard. And you know what one of his friends said as he stood here tonight? He said, you should have seen how scared Lee was. And it shows on the camera how afraid he was. And it's all because of you. Because of your greed. You're greedy.
I don't want
You're greedy.
any of it.
You're greedy.
You even gave your brother a PIN number so he could get money out of the ATM machine.
You stole Lee's PIN card and gave it to your brother to use. So let's sit here. I want the truth from you. Here's your brother using the ATM card. And there's more pictures of the other places that he went. That's your brother. Right there. That's your brother.
Using Lee's
ATM card. What did this guy ever do? He didn't do anything. And here's this guy that killed him.
And
you got him killed. You set the whole thing up. You got your brother to kill your husband because you thought you were going to collect a lot of money. You were barred from the bar.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No.
You're not allowed in the bar. Everybody has told us you were barred from the bar. Everybody told us what a drunk you are, what a sloppy drunk you are. That's why you couldn't go over to the bar anymore. You're stealing money out of his wallet. Kyle sat here Saturday and told us how you stole the $500 out of your husband's wallet one day.
No.
You're a thief. And you're a thief because you got to put powder up your nose. Yeah. This is what we're going to talk about. I want to know why. I want to know why your brother killed your husband. I want to know why you gave your husband's bank card to your brother to go use so he could take out almost $1,000 of money that didn't belong to you. I want to know why he did this. I want to know why you were on the phone with him while he's hiding outside of the bar right next to your house waiting to kill your husband. Tell me why. Tell me why. Get up. I want to know why. I want to call Lee's father and tell him why his wife had his son murdered. Why she got her brother to shoot her husband right in front of the house where the kids lived so that their children could see him. Tell me why. I'll tell you why, because of the money. You're a thief. You're a thief. You thought you were going to get the life insurance. I'm mad because he's dead. And because you set it up and because your brother killed him. You were on the phone with him while he's hiding outside of the bar. You're on the phone with him. You're talking to your brother while he's waiting outside to kill your husband.
What was he asking you?
Don't sit here and lie to me.
He was calling me for beer.
What was he calling you for?
He's gonna hurt me.
Who's gonna hurt you?
Him.
Who's him? He ain't gonna hurt you. He's mad. Why was Robert calling you that morning?
He wouldn't do that.
He's already done it. He did it. Okay, we know that. He's already admitted to it. Okay? He's already admitted to shooting your husband. Well, no, because the other day you told Lee on the front porch that he was going to get his. The neighbor heard you say you were fighting. You and Lee had a big fight out on the front porch, and you told Lee that he was going to get his soon.
God, that was like 3 ago.
No, this was just the other day.
No, I remember that fight.
This was just the other day.
No, he came in so drunk.
Okay. And then what?
And he hasn't drank.
Okay, so what did he do that day?
He hasn't drank in like 2 weeks.
That caused a big fight. What did he do?
We were arguing. I was trying to walk away and he wouldn't let me. That's why the neighbors heard it. That's why I was on the porch.
And you said you're going to get yours soon.
No.
And he did. Your brother shot and killed him 8 times. Was Rob just supposed to come over and beat him up?
He talked about it all the time, and
On that night, on Friday night into Saturday morning, was he supposed to come over and just beat him up? Did he say, "Look, sis, I'm going to come over and beat him up"?
No, because I would have told him no.
You knew that it was going to happen because you called Lee on his cell phone to see when he was coming home, when he was leaving the bar.
I called him, see if it was nice enough outside to open the window or if he wanted the air conditioner on.
Why did you lie to Detective Kobe and say you were asleep the whole time? Why did you lie?
Because I was sleeping.
You weren't sleeping, hon. You were awake because you were back and forth talking to your brother from 2:07 in the morning until 2:20 in the morning. You talked to your brother 6 times between 2:07 and 2:20.
Just once, I'd like him to walk around with a bruise on his face in front of his friend.
And you told Rob that?
Yeah, but it was kind of like a joke.
Well, he took it more as he didn't take it as a joke. He didn't take it as a joke.
I threw a chair at him once.
You threw a chair at Lee? How long ago?
A couple of years, I guess now.
How much coke do you use a day?
I don't. I've been clean.
For how long? A week?
They don't hurt hard about that.
10 days? When's the last time you used cocaine?
It was like the first Friday of this month.
First Friday of this month? In May? How much cocaine did you do? A lot. You were... No. You also, do you use heroin?
No.
You don't do any pills?
Advil.
Do you do powder cocaine or do you do crack?
I don't know the difference.
Well, crack is like a hard rock.
No.
You just do powder cocaine?
Used to.
Okay, how much, when you used to do it a lot, how much would you do a day? How much, like $100?
I didn't do it every day. It's only when I went out.
Did you ever go on a binge where you do a lot over a couple day period? Where you do, you get a good sum of money, like when you stole $500?
I did not.
You told people that you did.
No.
Yeah, you did, hon. You told people that you stole $500. When you moved his wallet that day, why didn't you just ask Lee for the money instead of stealing it? I mean, you are his wife.
Whenever he gives me money like that, he gives me like $30.
Why this weekend did you want your brother to come over and hurt Lee? Why this weekend? What was it that was about this weekend that you wanted Rob to come hurt Lee?
I never wanted him to hurt him.
That's not true, Jay.
Well, I did sometimes.
Okay.
But that's just when I was hurt and I was just talking stupid.
Well.
Jacqueline would not give the detectives the confession they wanted, but she would still be charged with first-degree murder. In the end, Brandon and Storm would accept a plea deal. In exchange for their testimonies against Jacqueline and Robert, they both would receive 20 years, with all but 7 suspended. This meant that they had to serve a minimum of 7 years in prison. While waiting for his trial, Robert would come clean and testify against Jacqueline in exchange for a 60-year sentence. In his testimony, he claimed that Jacqueline was the mastermind behind the murder, and she even gave him the debit card and told him to use the money to buy a gun. After realizing that she couldn't win at trial, Jacqueline accepted a plea deal for 60 years in prison. What are your thoughts on this case? Should Jacqueline have received more or less time?
Man. That just goes to show that being a good man, sometimes it got its flaws.
New subscriber
She had her issues. She had a lot of issues. She was an addict, and he had to deal with them addict problems over there with all these other men. Then you got him just think about it. Yeah, She was fidgeting so much that I never, the first video I didn't believe her. I guess, I don't know. My head is hurting. She made my head hurt. All that, I can't believe this. Oh my God. That right there, no, that was blowing me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That was making my head hurt that I can't even communicate properly. But yeah, sometimes you gotta watch out for people like her. And why is it every single time, not only do they gotta make sure you know they telling the truth, they're like, no, you need to believe me, please, honestly, truthfully. They try so hard to make you believe that you know they lying, but it's always a life insurance connected to it. Okay, it's always a life insurance connected to it, no matter what, 24/7. Y'all just be thinking y'all gone. I swear to God, I think it's more wives and like, look, I think it's more wives in jail than like husbands. And wait, I'm gonna tell you why. So look, I don't know. I ain't gonna tell you why. YouTube like to give me that yellow button. I can't tell you why. But look, just think about it. I done seen too many videos of these women out here trying to take these military veterans, all these people, all of them. They trying to take everything from them. They come home, they trying to poison them. They trying to, how many times have you heard that? Oh, he getting sick. He just getting sick. He's getting poisoned. He's not sick. And it's just all type of, I don't know, keep your head up. Make sure y'all pick the right person. If they an addict, then they're an addict. Leave them alone. Kick them to the curb. If you gonna do drugs and do all that, then and you gonna try to fix that, this will come with it. Not gonna lie to y'all. You can't trust the addict. You can't. You cannot trust the addict. You can't trust nothing the addict says, what they smell like, how they hair look, nothing. You can't trust the addict. Look around. The one might be in, you hear me on your ceiling. That might be in a corner. Like, come on. Y'all gotta just, alright, let me stop playing. But hey, y'all, for real though, RIP. RIP, man. RIP, big fella. You ain't deserve none of that. I hate that you had that wife. I really do. RIP, man.